Hey, those were a lot of things that I was doing and saying before I became a true follower of Christ. And today I want to talk about those things. And it's not going to be in any order. Just, I remember, it's like I said, it's not going to be in order, but I want to talk about the things that I stopped doing when I started following Christ, like truly, truly following Him. And one of the things I stopped doing was I stopped cussing. I used to cuss so much. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like, especially when I got mad, I would just cuss. I'd be quick to like to go off on somebody, just cuss them out. If I was because I was mad, like I didn't know no other words to use but cuss words, whatever. But I had to stop doing that. Another thing I had to stop doing. I stopped um speaking negatively about myself. I would say so many negative things about myself, so many things I didn't like about myself. And I had to stop doing that. I had to stop putting myself down because if God loves me, why I don't love myself? So I had to stop putting myself down. And that was one. That was two. Number three, I stopped drinking. When I really got close to God, He told me, okay, I need you to stop drinking. Like I didn't drink a lot, but He told me I need you to be completely sober because I have a job for you. So I stopped drinking. I didn't drink anymore. I didn't drink wine or anything at all. Number four, I stopped having sex. He told me, okay, I need you to stop having sex. I stopped having sex. I didn't have sex until I got married. Until I got married. Yes, I was having sex for years. But when he told me to stop, when I got convicted of it, I stopped. I guess I was in a relationship. And this was somebody that he told me that was going to be my husband. So we was having sex and everything, but when God told me to stop, I stopped. And I told my boyfriend at the time, God said we need to stop having sex. And he stopped. He didn't argue with me or anything. So yes, I stopped having sex because that is something that, you know, God told me that there's something that I want you to save for when you get married. So I stopped with no problem. I didn't argue with it. I don't want to do this. Oh my god, because yes, I wanted to have we was having sex, but we stopped. We completely stopped. Another thing I stopped. I stopped worrying because I was somebody that worried so much. I worried a lot. I stopped worrying and I started giving it to God. God don't want us to worry. He said, why worry about tomorrow? Tomorrow got its own problems. So I stopped worrying. I mean, because I was that person that would worry so much that it would keep me up at night. That I'm worried about this, worried about that. I was a worry wart. I was truly a worry wart. So I had to stop doing that. I did. Another thing I stopped doing. I don't know what number I'm at right now, y'all. I'm sorry. But another thing I stopped doing, I stopped like really going to like the clubs. You know, I used to go to the clubs. I didn't always drink every time I went, but I just I just didn't feel right going into the clubs. You know, I didn't feel right. So now like if I do go somewhere that like playing like a live band, I might go and listen to a live band or something like that. But like just somewhere where I'm just drinking and partying and I'm not doing that. I might just go and listen to some music, whatever. But that's very, very, very seldom. If I do that, I really don't go to the clubs like that. So that's something else I had to stop that I stopped doing once I became a true follower of Christ. And something else I stopped doing. I stopped like looking at, oh my goodness, this is But I got convicted of, watching adult, content, adult films. I was addicted to that. I watched it all the time, but that was something that I had to stop doing. That's something I stopped doing because I got convicted of it. Like, I don't. It just didn't. It stopped feeling. It didn't feel right to me. So I stopped doing that. Another thing I stopped doing was I stopped lusting after women. Now I was somebody that I dated men most of my life, but at one point I was liking women. Even though I started dating a couple of women, but I stopped, you know, just looking at women in a sexual way, and that was something that I had to stop doing. And once God got me out, God actually got me out of it. I didn't get me out of it. God got me out of that. And once He got me out of it, I have not looked back. I don't look at women in that way at all. So that was something that I stopped doing once I got closer to God. Once I got that close relationship, that was it. There was no more sexual thoughts about a female at all. At all. Something else that I stopped doing was I stopped being just negative. I used to be, no, when I was depressed, like before I was depressed, I wasn't a negative person. Once I got depressed, I was such a negative person. Everything was negative. I would think negative. I would speak negative, and I know the Bible talks about how the um the tongue, life or death is in the power of the tongue. And I'm like, you know what? I had to stop being speaking negative towards myself and just towards life. Period. I had to stop doing that because what you speaking is what it. You have consequence behind it. So I started speaking positive instead of me speaking negative all the time. That was hurting me to be speaking negative all the time. And that I know that was not. I know that wasn't God up to the negativity. That was nothing but Satan. That was nothing but Satan had me speaking like that. That was nothing but Satan had me depressed. That was nothing but Satan. That was nothing but Satan. So I had to stop doing those things. I had to stop just putting myself down. I had to stop all that. So that is that's all I could think of right now. And if I think of some more, I will make another video. I'll probably make a part two if I could think of some other things that I stopped doing when I you know what? There is one more thing. Now this one right here probably gonna have some people mad. Or some people still do it, even though they say they follow Christ. But I stopped celebrating these holidays. I stopped Christmas. What they say is Easter. I know Easter. I stopped celebrating these holidays. Like I said, it's probably gonna get some people like, no, but it's supposed to be about, if you know the true meaning behind them, it really is not about Christ. It's not about Christ at all. So I stopped. I stopped celebrating them like that. Like I really did. But that's all I have for you. Those are the things that I stopped doing since I have become a true follower of Christ. I thank you for watching. If there's any one of these that I've said that you resonate with, let me know in the comment section. And I will comment. I will, anything you gotta say, I will comment back to it. Anything you gotta say to me, I will answer it. I will answer your questions. All right. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. All right.